Hello.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey.
We're the worst at introducing ourselves in our show.
Oh, it's absolutely terrible. We have never stopped to talk about it once.
I know.
Do we do just hello? What's the response? No.
I think what's funny is that since we've started this show, between COVID and Twitter becoming the cesspool that it became and everything, like we have all stopped having other things to advertise, which is, I think, a big part of the reason we don't do this anymore. It used to be like, what other projects are you working on? It's like, this is our only project. This is it. This is what we're down to.
This is all I do.
Oh yeah, that's all I want to talk about right now. This is fine.
Yeah. Like my Twitter handle's gone. Other projects, Metatopia didn't happen for a couple of years. Like it's, it is what it is. But I'm Alex.
Hey, Alex.
Hi at home.
This is Dungeon Not Included.
Oh, that's right. The name of the show. We should mention that.
And I'm Brennan, your GM.
Hooray.
It says so right on the screen.
Yep. That's all you need to know. I have a cat on my lap, which is making things very awkward for me because I'm actually holding the cat up. Because if I let go, she will fall down on the floor or try to swipe at me. What is happening with this podcast? We can cut out so many minutes. Bye, cat. All right. She didn't want to be on camera. Yes. So we're playing Katanas and Trenchcoats. And we're deep into it now.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we are.
And those in podcast land, that was Frank talking. Because I don't think Frank's introduced himself yet.
I forgot
Brendan
again.
and I have. I think Frank yeah.
You know what? If you tuned into this podcast starting at session 7, kudos to you for being a person who lives their life, just lives their life. Like, no, I'm doing this. Session 7. But yes, I'm Frank. I'm playing Adam Hatt, the immortal idiot. And Alex over there. Hi, Alex.
Hi, Skip Clifton, Ghost Detective, is my character. And if you are a person who found us, because the other day I was trying to find our thing just to like look up and listen to that previous episode I missed, and I forgot that you actually have to start by searching with the asterisk for yeah, so like I searched Dungeon Not Included and it did not come up in the top things. It wasn't until I put that in. So if you found us on like episode 7 having started your search with an asterisk, that's really good for you.
Impressive. All right, we have a lot of notes we need to take today on what we're supposed to fix. Intro, talking about to the people who can only hear us, and otherwise known as the podcast listeners, and making it so that the podcast is findable by people who aren't randomly searching for asterisks.
Yeah.
Hello, Rebel.
Hi.
That's strange though, Alex, because I did a search for it and I found it without the asterisk.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just I just was in my car and I just did a quick, dungeons, and then Not Included River came up, and there have been other people have used the phrase Dungeon Not Included in their like description or something of like that particular episode. Yeah. But it wasn't. It was like back. I'm like, oh, asterisk dungeon, and then we came right up right away. So.
Yeah, I think it depends on which app you're searching on and etc.
Yeah, and that's the quality SEO we bring to this podcast.
That's right. Yep. Although, Destiny's 2, 5 dungeons not included with Witch Queen. So apparently this is something to do with Bungie, the video game developer, said that a couple of dungeons will not be included into some game they released, and people were up in arms. So...
Okay.
Yeah, my mouse is very tactical.
That's very
Tactile, excuse me.
This is going to be the
Tactical
greatest
mouse.
episode ever. We have
This
done
is my
nothing.
tactical mouse.
It's got a scope on it for some reason.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I do use it to play MOBAs, so I guess
There you
it
go.
kind of is a tactical mouse if you
Yeah.
think about it. Also, I'm trying
yeah.
a new lap desk-esque thing, so if my camera moves less, that's why.
Nice.
All right, great. So when we last left off, everyone, you had been pinned on a street with people behind you and people in front of you, revving their car engines and shining their headlights at you.
Okay.
Yes, that is what happened.
Who were you in again? I'm trying to remember.
Hmm?
Whose vehicle were you in? Was it yours?
Yeah,
It's mine. It's
definitely.
always mine.
Yes.
And it was a
It's a dark blue sedan that I've souped up.
okay.
Souped up sedan was what I was going to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do we ever name the sedan? I almost wanted to call it was Tom Hanks, but that was a different game.
No, that was
That was a different
that
game.
was
Yes.
Sprinters
That was
in the
the Woody.
Shadows.
Yeah, that was the Woody.
Yeah, no, this sedan does not, as of yet, have a name.
Well, if you name it by the end of the episode and it lives to the end of the episode, you'll get a shout out in our next podcast. Just
or an
Unlikely.
RIP
Yeah,
if it doesn't live.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. RIP. All right. So, do you know these people, Roxy?
Some of
don't
them
know.
seem to be cleaners. You see some cleaner symbols, but you also see some other gang symbols here.
That's
It's like a
weird.
conglomeration of gangs.
This isn't just one gang. That doesn't usually happen.
Somebody
At least-
pissed off a lot of people. I
Not
think it
unless
was
there's
us.
a drag race going on that I wasn't aware of. But this wasn't really a drag race setup.
No, it's not. It's more of an ambush setup.
They look like
Yeah.
they're out and they're aggressive, right? They're looking at
Yeah.
us. Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
Well, they're sitting there, the engines rumbling, cars revving, lights
Mhm.
shining in your face. You can't really see people that much. You can see the cars a little bit.
Hmm. Well, I did tell everybody to buckle up last episode,
Yeah.
so I think it's time to punch it.
Nice. And you're going to punch it
Yes,
and
you
just
did.
ram right into the
Uh,
another one of those
yeah, that's
cars?
the
or-
plan.
Okay.
Yes.
Do it.
Head-on collision.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Let me just check my stats real quick. This is obviously flow, but
Sure, but let me tell you what the die pool is.
Hmm.
We're starting with a measly 3d10 tonight.
Isn't that like the one where it's like if you fuck up, it's really bad?
Yes. The ominous dice pool.
Yes. Well, I think flow and potency makes sense for this. So I'm rolling
That
5
makes sense.
d10.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
All right, I am purple and time to roll. I got 2 successes.
To my 0.
Nice.
So
Nice.
that's not like a huge success. It's not like a extraordinary success. I don't remember what that's called in this system right now.
Hmm.
But you need 5 or more successes to be able to get one of those.
Unlikely with a die pool of only 5.
Oh, you'd be surprised. But
I said unlikely.
Mhm.
you gun it and you charge directly at this this other vehicle. How have you souped up your vehicle so that it's able to withstand a charge like this?
So specifically, as we head towards them, there are some like guards that pop out on the front like on the front of a train, sort of like a snowplow situation where it like has a point at the front and then sweeps back. So I'm not hitting them like in the center of the car. I'm hitting them sort of on the side so that they part
You push
as
them
we
to
go
the side.
through.
Like a cow
Yeah.
catcher? The thing in the
Yeah,
front
like
of
a
the
cow
Oh, that's
catcher.
awesome.
Yeah.
The fender pops up like
Love
a cow
that.
catcher. I love that.
Exactly.
Okay, so you drive towards the middle of this crowd of vehicles. A couple of motorcycles swerve out of your way. You hit one of the, it's like a Jeep or something, and shove it off to the side in an effort to squeeze your way through. You manage to get about halfway through this barricade of cars, and then you realize they've closed in behind you as well, and they're opening fire with guns.
They brought guns to a car fight?
They did.
Foolish.
Is it a large? Are they all behind us currently that are firing?
No,
and are we moving?
You're still moving. There's still some
Okay.
cars in front of you, but you're kind of in the middle of this crowd of vehicles now.
All right, so I'm going to try and clear out if you need to be able to turn around, I'm going to clear out the cars from behind us, or at least attempt to. What I would like to do, and I'm not sure which ones we want to use this for, but I would like to while we're driving, I would like to like look and see the cars that are behind us, and whatever the nearest one is to us, I want to face out of our car while it's moving and kind of hover until the other one drives through me and then reappear inside their car.
Okay.
Did that go through?
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
I don't know if like my internet. Yeah, I want to phase out through her car, or through their car, and into some other person's car. Now, what would you think would be is a finesse and a shroud? Does that make sense? I'm trying to figure out what the best way.
I think the finesse is appropriate.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out what
I
would be the
don't
best.
think there's anything else besides shroud that would make sense for you to.
Yeah, that's same here.
Disappear and then reappear. So.
Yeah, is this a once again? Is this a 3?
No, I'm rolling 4.
You're rolling 4. Okay. I'm going to use a Numa to roll a 6th one as well.
Okay. And this. For Numa, it is 3 for a die unless it's in your
group pool.
In your ambit.
Oh, is this considered in by ambit?
I don't know. What are your?
What is my ambit? Where's my ambit? What do I have written down?
Justice for the person wrongfully imprisoned in the last case. That's your deep yearning. I'm sorry.
For example, my ambit is like high explosive action-y stuff, right? Because I took that specific one for Car Wizards. I don't know if you choose one for other playbooks.
No, they come with the playbook. There's Phantom.
Yeah, I don't have my playbook open in front of me.
Yeah, nothing is written on the character sheet. That's why I read the wrong thing.
That's same here. I'm looking at the character sheet as well.
Let me pull it up.
Yeah, let's do that, and then I'll add it to the sheet if you don't mind.
Yeah, because I had to write
writing in my ambit spot.
I had to write mine down because there are like 4 different.
Yeah, so here's what
things that you can choose for
Phantom. This is what you got. Working to uncover mysteries and the unanswered, which sounds like it was what you were doing. Taking advantage of intangibility on non-living objects, which sounds like what you want. And manipulating someone through apparition. So I think my guess is your ambit was working to uncover mysteries.
Yeah, that was probably what I picked. So this does not count.
I'm sorry,
do I get to pick in? Do I pick an ambit?
I think you get all of them.
I'm asking you. Do I get all of them?
I think so.
You get all of them.
Oh, all of them. Perfect.
Oh, then I'm going to go with 2. Then 2 of those hit, right? Because
which is fine. That means that it only costs you 2 Numa to get an extra die.
Okay.
You're learning the game with us, folks.
Yeah, so my Numa is down to 8, and I'm going to appear inside this guy's car. Hitting the roll button on 6d10.
Wow.
Ooh,
1,
2 extra
2, 3.
D10s.
I will let those explode. 2 more
Yep.
here. So that's
4.
now 4 successes.
Correct.
And you got
I
2.
got 2, which means that this is going to be a success. That means what you do is, you as Roxy is maneuvering her car into this, through this crowd of other vehicles, you basically just phase out, disappear, and reappear inside another vehicle. This one driven by none other than Tusk Cleaner.
Oh, perfect. And so is there like what's it like? I'm picturing we had like a flying V of cars behind us, a la Mighty Ducks, right? Chasing after. Does that sound right? Like for the visual in here,
It's more like
is Tusk
a
Cleaner
crowded
at
melee
the
of
head
cars.
of this?
But yes,
Okay.
he's the head. He's at the head of the
So what
pursuing cars.
I would. Yeah. So I'm going to use my the haunting manifestation that I've done before to reach into Tusk Cleaner's head and scare the bejesus out of him while he's driving.
I love the idea
once
of
again,
a bunch of panicked drivers with guns.
That's what I would like to do. And actually, if I can, so we talked about before how like if it's something I want to do something small, it's 1, but up to 8. Like they said, you could like scare the bejesus out of all of Las Vegas with 8 Numa. So I would like to spend, let's say, to take out the people, to take out him and the people around him. What do you think? 3 to 4 Numa? Does that sound
what is it
reasonable?
for like one person?
So the way we did it last time was I could exert my will and through fear onto groups of people, but the playbook describes the action as like relative to the amount of Numa you're doing. So if I want to just change, like this person sees candles where there aren't candles, like that's 1.
Got it.
But if I wanted to send all of like Boston into a terror, that's 8 Numa. So I kind of like scale it based on what I'm trying to do. So my question is, if I wanted to clear out the people behind Rebel so that Roxy has the ability, if they so choose, to like gun it in reverse, that it might be clear, how many people am I scaring and what scale should I do this at?
All right. So
what seems fair to you? Because I'm just asking you as the GM, because I have 8 available. I mean, if we think that it's worth dumping all of it, we can do that. But I feel like it's not at that level, because I'm not trying to.
it's not an 8 level. Your distance is basically within shouting distance, which is no extra cost. So the highest cost for scale is 4. So what we're looking at here.
Oh, sorry, you're. Mm-hmm.
Are we cutting up?
A little bit, but you're back, so I can hear you now.
Yeah, you've got a bit of a delay, but okay.
So what do you think? So I didn't hear your number if you said 1.
I think this is going to cost you 3.
All right, so I'm going to spend the 3. I don't think I have to roll. I don't think last time we did. I think it's just a new move I just spend Numa on, correct? Because to do your...
Yeah.
I don't think I had to do Shroud or anything. So I'm just going to spend the 3. So that's spent down to 5 left for those playing at home. I have 5 Numa available after this one. And I think that similar to before, I think slowly everybody who's driving near us, their vision becomes kind of tunneled. slowly getting darker and darker on the edges until they lose all sight of what's in front of them. They see just the distant light, and they feel extremely cold and alone. And I think they all now hear in a high-pitched wail the word windmill.
Question: does that affect Adam and Roxy?
I think it's only the cars with like in my bubble. Like I'm trying to like if it's an area of effect, I think it's just the cars that are around me. So in Brendan, I'm sure you have like a mind map of how you have this pictured. I would like the area of effect to not be in the car with them, but to be the cars around me. And if that means more cars get away because of it, that's fine. I don't want to cause a wreck with my people, but I don't mind wrecking other people.
Right. Okay. So, yes, this is going to cause some wrecks for sure. All right.
Yes.
So behind you, Roxy, everything just descends into chaos. These cars are all running into each other, swerving off into different directions. It's kind of open, free, and clear behind you now, but there's that whole other fleet of cars at the back end of the street is advancing your direction as well. So it's probably faster for you to cut through the way you were going.
So, like, there's cars in front of me, right? And then there's the street we were on with the cars at the back end, right?
Yeah.
Is there a gap between the cars in front of me and the street we were just on?
Yes.
I want to go that way.
Okay. So you're turning around.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick drift turn and then gun it out through the gap.
Okay.
Love it.
You don't need to make a roll or anything for that because Skip made a gap for you.
Mm-hmm.
I think as you drive by, Skip just zaps back to wherever can just zap back to wherever his dog is, wherever Pickle is. So I think that since Pickle is still in the car, he just zaps next to Pickle and puts his seatbelt back on. Though once again, he doesn't need a seatbelt because he's a dead ghost boy.
He's a ghost. Yeah.
Yes.
Why do
It's
all these
important.
people...
Just like Disney, we always have to show people wearing a seatbelt, even if it doesn't make any sense.
Yep, 100%.
That's why all these gang members are wearing helmets on their motorcycles, kids.
That's right. Remember, kids, always wear your helmet when you ride a bicycle.
They are shooting wildly outside the windows, John Wick style. John Wick villain style. John Wick's very precise.
Yes,
Stormtrooper style, would you say?
I don't know. They're putting a lot of holes in your car. But
It's
none of the
fine.
bullets have hit any of you yet.
Yeah.
Except maybe Skip, but it didn't matter.
Yeah,
No.
I think for the audience at home to see there is a real danger, we see bullets go through Skip or Pickle, but that's
I
it.
do want
Adam.
to clarify. I do want to clarify because we established this last session, and I think it's really important to note that Skip is in the back seat, Adam is in the back seat, and Pickle is taking shotgun.
That's correct.
Very good.
Yeah, I just think that's important. It's an important
is.
detail that we have to keep in mind.
For the fan artists at home who want to draw that wonderful scene, we need to make sure we know where Pickle is.
Okay, so you swerve back into the middle empty area of this car ambush. And the other group of cars is now driving towards you at a high rate of speed. They look like they are trying to crash into you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking book it out of there. Basically, I'm I'm
Now,
racing.
remember,
at
you
this
can
point.
do stuff that defies the laws of physics. So let
Yes,
me
I
know
know.
if you want to do that.
I'll let you know if it becomes necessary. At the moment, we can stay well within physics terms and just street race out of here.
Well, there's cars in front of you and behind you still.
I thought you said there was a. That's what I was asking. There's cars in front and cars behind, but there's a gap in between where we can go out the side. That's what I was asking.
Oh, no, there's a big gap in between, but there's buildings on either side of that gap.
That was not clear from because my reason for plowing through those cars in front was to make a hole where we could go out the
Yeah,
side.
you got about halfway through.
Right, and then Skip cleared
The ones
behind
behind you.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
If there's a gap to escape.
No.
Well, then you lied to me.
You're going to have to run into some cars to escape. Or do something else.
That's fine. I'll just actually, since he made the gap, I'm going to use the space we have to build up speed, and I'm going to drive up the wall over the cars coming in from behind.
Okay, so you're going to basically get back into the middle, cut to the side, and drive up on the wall to get past those cars.
Yes.
Okay, that is totally reasonable and definitely within your ambit.
Yes.
Rolling 5 dice for this.
Now, can I argue for tenacity instead of potency on this one? Because I am basically building off of the momentum we already have going.
Let's see. I think you could use maybe cunning.
It's the same as potency.
Oh, okay. Tenacity is really about enduring things,
Right.
toughing things out.
Yeah. I mean, we're being shot up with bullets as we go.
Okay. That's fair.
I feel like that's pretty tenacious of us.
Sure.
So, tenacity and flow gives me 6 dice.
Okay.
And that is 1 success.
To my 0 successes. Yeah, you guys have been rolling better than me tonight.
Tonight so far, yeah.
Yeah, but 1 success is still a success.
We are the heroes.
There were so many dice in that pool for that to happen, but yes.
To get 1 success out of that, yes.
Yeah.
Out of 11 dice, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you go up on the wall, your tires bursting, your rims squealing on the wall, throwing sparks everywhere as you drive, half on the wall, half on the other cars driving down below.
Love it.
And you've come off the wall and now you're behind this line of cars. They're all starting to do a drift turn to come after you. And there's still massive amounts of gunfire.
Do I recognize any people in the car? In the cars that are coming at us?
Like absolutely 100%. You
all
have
right.
that ability, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah. So I recognize someone.
So who's this person from your past?
This person who's driving a semi in the back, who's trying to be part of the wall that you can't get past.
Yeah.
Is a guy I have, and the music is all dramatic and the camera zooms in and it's all this. And this is a guy who I have repeatedly stomped on his foot in and out of the gas station that I go to get my morning coffee. Like just repeatedly dropped something on his foot, dropped my packages on his foot, stepped on his foot, opened the door for him, but it slams him in the foot repeatedly. And
But does he remember you?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, yes, he does. And
Okay.
he makes eye contact with me, and I look at him, and
then he's like, you.
And I'm like, because I recognize a friend from work or whatever. And we're like slow motion going up the wall that Roxy is driving us up. We make eye contact. He sees me and he breaks all protocol because I am, and my shout is going to be the, but I'm going to use it as shouted challenge.
He has to go after you.
Challenge this guy. Like he has to come after me.
You
even though that means he's going to be crashing through his own people.
Right.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right. Yes.
All right, Roxy or Adam. I think this is Roxy roll, actually.
Okay.
This semi basically spins around the trailer, just taking out like 2 or 3 other enemy cars as it turns, and then it's gunning after you. It's going faster than a semi should be able to go, accelerating faster.
Well, sure.
Because it's a street gang semi.
It's a street gang semi, exactly.
Yeah. The trailer is all like painted up with their gang symbols and everything. So.
Mm-hmm.
And it is barreling down at you as you are trying to make good your escape.
So how wide is this street?
Street width. It's like 2 cars can go.
2 cars
one
wide?
lane on either side, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, with space for parking.
I want to swerve and then slam on the brakes so that this guy goes barreling ahead and crashes into the fence that separates this street from another larger street up ahead that I'm establishing now.
All right, I'm rolling 5 dice on this.
All right. Tenacity again, or should I pick something else?
So what are you trying to do precisely? You're trying to trick him?
Yeah, so I guess cunning.
Cunning would be it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I can spend Numa to get more dice, yes?
Yes, you can.
1 Numa per die?
No, 3 Numa per die, unless it's your ambit, and then it's 2.
I think this is my ambit. This is some explosive action.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
There's going to be a semi crashing into a fence if you succeed, so.
Yeah, and it's definitely going to blow up.
Oh, yeah.
Something's going to blow up.
Depends on how you roll.
Yeah. That is 2 successes.
To my 2 successes. Awesome. So this is this isn't like a complete disaster collision, but neither one of you is going to get exactly what you want.
Okay.
You do this. He loses control as he goes by you, crashing into that fence and into a wall. A huge blast of rubble comes flying off the wall, but the trailer comes detached from his semi, and that then starts to tumble and roll, and it rolls over your car.
Okay.
And so your car is now mostly flattened. Those of you inside are going to take a little damage.
Okay.
R.I.P. El Grande. If indeed this recommendation for the chat would come in.
We call El Grande 76 Gran Torino. You can
Shit.
fix it.
Yeah, you can fix it, make it better.
I took ablative garage, so basically these are just kind of like they're kind
Disposable.
of like
Yeah.
wrappers on candy bars. You just toss them out and then you get a new candy bar, right?
Yeah.
I'm the candy bar. I guess.
No, wait, you don't get a new candy bar.
No,
Like-
you wouldn't get a new candy. Let me think of a better
Right, we're working on it.
metaphor. Yeah, I'll think about it. But the point is that I'm fine, but the set dressing changes.
Why
That's
do all
right.
these gangs hate us? I say as we're crushed.
That's a good question.
What could we have possibly done to annoy this many people?
Okay.
Indeed.
For our
So-
podcast listeners, one of the comments says, "You're doing something right. The more people hate you, the better you're doing."
That's right.
That's from -40 the number and then 2 the word.
Minus 42. BPD symbol as this. Okay. So everyone's going to take, well, actually, every corporeal person in the car is going to take an anguish.
All right.
An anguish is something that are emotional or metaphysical wounds that you carry with you.
Oh, emotional. Wow.
Yeah. Wounds to pride, honor, belief, etc., that happen from as you hit setbacks or foes assault you.
Okay.
They aren't just wounds to the body, although many such wounds can be the physical reminders of emotional turmoil.
Well written. I think I am. I think it's about my pride. I didn't think I was so vulnerable, but inside these damn death machines. Remember, I don't like cars and wheels.
Yes.
Like, all I could do is I'm just a passenger, so it's very frustrating for me.
Well, and the thing is, you can describe your wounds as, in fact, fatal if you want to, because so long as your head isn't taken off,
Yeah,
you will get better.
So, yeah, I think I get shot and crushed to death.
Yeah, so the back end of the car is just completely smashed. Skip is still sitting there halfway up through the car.
And I am not.
And Adam is crushed inside. What happens to you, Roxy?
Oh, I definitely get like the roof. Actually no, the roof isn't caved in, but the front windshield breaks, and I'm just sprayed with shards of glass.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so note down that you have an anguish.
Yeah, I did.
And what it's from.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, what is causing you anguish in this? Just the fact that your car got wrecked?
No, that's pretty normal for me.
Okay.
No, I think the real anguish here is that, like, all this shit is happening. The cleaners are here. All this supernatural shit just came down, and I'm just like, what the fuck is Rory? The fuck are Rory and I getting into? Right?
Yes.
Because, like, sure, my car gets destroyed, but, like, usually multiple gangs don't, like, jump up
Team
and
up to
fight
jump
together
and
to come get us.
Yeah.
Right? This is serious.
Okay. So the trailer rolls over you, jumps the curb, rolls into a gas station. There's a huge plume of flame as it explodes. And then coming from where the cab of the truck has smashed into a building and stalking towards you, holding a tire iron, is the man that you keep stepping on his foot, Adam.
All right.
As you are crawling yourself out of the car.
Yeah. So like literally at the last scene, the audience would have seen I was dead underneath the car.
Yeah.
And then this guy comes out with the crowbar, and it's like, well, who are you going to fight? He's, he's
Right.
gone. And then Adam kind of punches his way out of the car as
Okay.
if he's completely fine. And just the remains of the car, he just tosses it down like he's been inconvenienced by being trapped inside the car.
And that's when the crowbar smacks you upside the head. Hi, swang!
Yep.
Amazing.
Yes, and I'm gonna fight back.
Of course you are.
Yes. So just like almost impotent rage, I'm just fighting back. I'm just potency force. So that's 5 dice. I don't think I'm doing anything else special except what did I get for Shadow Challenge? Bonus die for everyone unless they accept.
So he would get everyone else would get a bonus die against him, but he has accepted your challenge and is coming for you.
Yeah, so it's just a straight fight.
It's a tanking thing is what it is.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to...
He takes a penalty if he tries to fight anyone else.
I believe that was 5d10. Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's
5 successes and 2 10s.
All right.
This is going to be kind of horrible.
5 successes. I
Okay.
am gonna hit him so hard.
And he got 3 successes, but that's not enough. 5 successes is still a win.
Yeah.
And this is gonna be, and because it's 5 successes, it is like off the hook. So.
Yes. I'm not gonna kill this guy. I'm going to take my sword, my jawbone of the ass, and my badass weapon, and he hits me with a really solid hit, and my jaw goes like completely dislocated, but like almost cartoonishly, so it's like out like this, and then as I swing back, it swings back into place immediately, and I take my awesome weapon and I cut off the foot that I keep stepping on. He just falls down, not even in pain.
Oh my gosh.
He's just like, what happened?
Right.
Maybe we'll interact with him later if he goes to the body modders.
Oh my god. Frank. Brutal.
This is so
well, you'll never step on that foot again.
Yeah.
Actually, you will. You trip over it as you're walking away.
Yeah, as I like cool walk away from all this, I slip on the foot.
All right, Roxy, you're up. You're outside the car. Now all of these other cars are descending down the street toward you.
Yeah, I opened up the trunk, which, was crushed, so I just
It was mostly crushed where Adam was.
Yeah. Well, I pry it open, pull out my roller skates, and then to the rest I say, all right, skateboard, scooter, or BMX bike?
Yeah, luckily there was a crowbar right there for you to pop the trunk with.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I'm off. Like, there's 3 people. I have 3 other vehicles. Which one are y'all taking?
There's like a hush over the crowd. They're like, "Oh, the challenge, the challenge we cannot refuse."
No, I'm offering it to you, my compatriots.
Oh, I thought you were challenging. You were saying everyone pick like you were gonna duel someone.
No.
Pick a weapon.
No.
Okay. Can you say it again? What were the list? That was BMX bike, skateboard, and what?
And scooter.
Scooter.
Like a razor scooter, not like a like a moped because that wouldn't fit in my trunk.
Oh, okay. So I would just love to see. I think Skip and Pickle can like float and keep up with you. I think we even established that in the first time we like
Yes, you
raced each
did.
other. So I think the funniest would probably be a BMX bike with Frank on the pegs, like on the back wheels, like the poke sticking out, and having like Roxy driving really fast and Adam like barely able to hang on while standing up in the back.
I'm okay with that.
I just think it would make a great image.
Meanwhile, the ghost detective and Pickle sort of float along with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I refuse to actually operate any vehicle with a wheel on it for historical reasons. I'm like, no. All right, so yeah, I'm on the pegs, but I'm like sitting in reverse. We made this the hardest we could possibly make this, so I can like fight off anybody who happens to come this way.
Nice. All right,
And I
Roxy,
got
do you want
the-
to try and make an escape here?
Yeah,
You're
I'm
going
gonna
up
try and
against
make
6
an
dice
escape.
now.
Potency? Honestly, is it okay if retroactively I give my potency a 3 and my tenacity a 2? Because like
You
I
roll
feel like I
potency
use
more.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just kind of more of a potent character.
Okay, that's fine by me.
Yeah.
I would argue
So
that you are using tenacity more, and that these should be. I think you're right. These are tenacity things because we're getting we are being attacked, and you're just pushing through.
okay.
Right? That's the way I'm seeing it. You're not an aggressor here. You're just pushing through, and you're trying. But I mean, this is splitting hairs as much as you.
I mean, the potency was like for the first one where you were literally assaulting the
Yeah.
line of cars.
Right.
with the cow
But
catcher.
the rest of it has been tenacity, you trying
Yeah.
to endure
Okay.
this terrible
I think you're
situation.
playing it right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then I think tenacity and once again flow. And with me on the BMX bike, I'm gonna try and go places that cars cannot go.
Yes.
Well, I got
And
1 success on my 6 dice.
I think I would like to spend some more Numa.
Yeah.
Oh God, I can't remember what all my stuff for my ambit is. Let me look at it really quick. Let's see. Gotta find the page that has Car Wizards. 149. Okay. When speed or adrenaline is key. Yeah, I think that counts.
Yes. I think it's kind of counted this whole time, so yes.
Yeah. When the action is truly in my kinesis is the combustion, which is like explosive action, uncontrolled, like all that stuff. Is it possible to get more than one price off of a die for ambits?
No.
No,
It's either in your ambit or it's not. Yeah. So
okay, got it. Well, here we go with 7.
if it's in multiple ambits, that's okay too. So
3 successes plus a
1 to
D10,
10.
and one of them is a D10, so I'll roll that guy, and that's another success.
Nice.
So 4 successes.
2, 1. But it's not like a extreme success because you didn't get 5 successes.
Right.
But you do. So describe to me how you managed to escape on this BMX bike from all these cars hunting you, because they're going to basically split up and start trying to ambush you and cut you off and stuff as you're going places cars can't go.
Oh, for sure. Well, first things first, we get like those mini montages where you get all your equipment ready. that's me like getting the important stuff out of my car, whipping it in a duffel bag and attaching it to my back so that we can get on this BMX bike.
Got him crouching on the
On the
pegs on
backpacks.
back. Yeah.
Yeah. Roxy with a helmet on, of course, and then like Adam says something like, "So when are we gonna go?" And then I like zoom off, and there's like a streak of like fire behind me because, of course, there is.
Yeah.
And
So
as
you jump
a
the bike through the burning flames of the wrecked gas station.
100%. And as the cars are chasing, I'll like duck into a side street. Another car will pull up to like cut me off, and I'll make a sick jump over it. Like, and it's kind of like a little bit like in Scooby-Doo where they start running through all the doors. But
going back and forth on the streets.
Yeah, me going back and forth on
you.
the streets with cars chasing me. And then I do like sick jumps over them if I get cut off and things like that.
Two cars come out the opposite directions and run into each other, you know. And...
Yeah. And there's like an explosion behind us as we jump over it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what
Nice.
happened.
And you pick your way back through the streets. Where are you headed?
First I want to lose our pursuers, but after we lose our pursuers, I'm headed back to the garage.
Okay.
By Big Bertha's bar.
Okay. Well, I'm going to end this again on another cliffhanger because that seems appropriate for Katanas and Trenchcoats. You arrive at Big Bertha's bar, and it is surrounded by flashing police lights.
Nice.
Yes.
Lousy with cops.
I love this.
And you can see them arresting modders and putting them into the
out of the frying pan. Oh man.
Yeah. Somebody's got it out for you. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, they really do.
Someone with a broad like spectrum of influence, right? A bunch of gangs and then also the cops.
Right.
I bet it's the one-footed guy.
One-footed man.
We need a name for him. Hop along.
Hop along.
Hop along. Oof.
Wow.
Yeah, that was really
good.
Okay. Yeah, so that's my cat's tail for those of you watching the video.
Oh wow, the cat exists.
Kitty!
I think that's the first.
It's a real cat. It's not just me.
Frank just has furry tentacles.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen the cat on camera before, but how do we know it's not just a deep fake, you know?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
It's in today's
I've
world,
never seen the cat and Frank's tentacles at the same time, so there's no way to really know.
Absolutely. Oh, that was great. All right, so yes, cat again. By next week, we promise to maybe kind of work on our intros and to make sure that the podcast is available for people who are looking for it.
Yes. Really
Yes.
quick, I did do. While we were doing this, I just went to Apple Podcasts and I went and started searching it. And if you search it, autofills, but the minute you type in the words "Dungeon Not Included" and hit enter, we are nowhere to be found. We can get to "Hello from the Magic Tavern" from our name quicker than we can get to our own podcast.
You know what? I've heard that's a successful podcast. You're welcome, guys. That's the DNI bump.
Yeah,
absolutely. Till next time, goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
That was literally the wrong one.
Way to go, Frank.
Oh, my
Nice
Lord.
You're a
job, Frank.
professional.
Yeah.
So professional.
Bye. Hey there, we hope you enjoyed this episode of Dungeon Not Included. If you did, please tell a friend and leave us a 5-star review and encouraging comments on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcasts. It really does help spread the word for new shows like ours. You can follow the latest from the Dungeon Not Included crew on Twitter at DNI Crew, and over at Facebook at Dungeon Not Included, or at our home on the Non-Productive Network at Non-Productive.com/DNI Crew, where you can find articles, character sheets, and Patreon exclusives, as well as our latest episodes. Thanks!